Simba, Hydrox, and Boo, the Lucky Ferals. It is 6:30 p.m. right now. I don't think I've filmed anything all day. I've just been really behind schedule all day. And it's been raining, and it's been just gray and dreary, and I've been super busy. And I just opened the back door a few minutes ago to see if Hydrox was around. He is. So here's Hydrox. And I just gave him a plate of food a few minutes ago. This is 2 scoops of homemade raw food with water and chicken broth mixed in. And there's Ditto. And I don't know why Hydrox is not eating his food, but I'll give it to Ditto. And I'm gonna bring another plate of food outside. Hydrox, do you want this food? Here. You eat that food. And Hydrox does not want to eat this food, so I'm gonna give this one to Ditto. Here. You eat this. Come here. Come here. You squeak just like Boo. He's stretching. Stretches just like Boo. So much like Boo. Eat the food. Look at this. Hydrox did not want this food when I gave it to him. Oh my god. Ditto sounds exactly like Boo. It's okay, Ditto. I got more food for you. I just put the other plate of food down. Now they both can eat. Hydrox has the raw food. Ditto has the canned food. That's exactly how I wanted it. I mean, if Ditto keeps coming by every day, I might have to put some raw food out for him also. But right now, it's just been fairly recently that he's showing up for dinner. So right now, Hydrox and Ditto are both eating their dinner, and it's cold and it's wet out. It's probably around 60 degrees out. Good morning, Boo. It's 7 a.m. and I just gave Hydrox some food. I gave him a scoop of the homemade raw food because he was sitting by the feeder. And sometimes he sits there and he waits for it to go off. And sometimes I feel like he's hunting mice. So I gave him a scoop of the homemade food because he hasn't really been eating breakfast in the morning. He eats a really big dinner and then he's not really hungry for breakfast. So he picked at it a little bit and then he walked away, but maybe he'll go back to it. And how are you doing, Boo? How are you doing, Boo? Did you have a nice night? I have no idea where Boo slept last night. None of the cats were in the bedroom. I don't know where they were. It's 8:24 p.m. and Hydrox has been sitting by the back door. He likes to interact with the cats. So Simba was sitting near him for a little while and Boo was looking at him for a little while. I don't know what they talk about, but when the door's here, they get along, and without the door, I'm sure there would be some fighting. Hydrox is still there. the motion light went off. So yeah, he likes to just hang out here, so I let him. And a lot of times Splash will come and kind of like hang out with him. And yeah. Here's Stella. All of the inside cats just ate their dinner. They had homemade raw food with a few crunchies on top. And Stella ate all hers, and Simba ate all his, and Splash ate all his. And Boo left maybe like half of his. And he probably wanted me to put more crunchies on it, but, you know, he has to learn to eat his food. So I just waited a while, and I waited a while, and I kept Stella and Simba away from his food, you know, giving him some time to eat it. But when he started coming upstairs, then I decided, okay, whatever's left on Boo's plate, I'll just split 3 ways. So I split it up between Stella, Splash, and Simba, and they happily finished it. And Stella's hanging out down here right now near the empty plates. So, come on up, Stella. All those plates are empty. It's 8:14 a.m. Good morning, Hydrox. And I just looked out the back door, and Hydrox was sitting on the patio. So I opened the door, and he came up to the door, and he was meowing. So I am going to give him some canned food this morning. I did not defrost any raw food for him because he has not been eating the breakfast that I put out lately for the past few days, which is fine because he hunts and he gets other food and, you know, who knows what he does. So today, because he was meowing, I am going to put out some breakfast. I'm going to give him half of a can of food, and then I'm going to feed the other cats in, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes. I have to clean some stuff up in the kitchen first. But I'll feed Hydrox because he's outside. Here you go, come here. I just gave Hydrox his food. Eat food, Hydrox. If I back up and walk away, then you go straight for the food. I also gave him some anti-parasite herbs. It's now 8:35 a.m. and I just gave Hydrox the second half of the can of food. It's a 5.5 ounce can of food. And yeah, he dug right into it. He ate everything from the first half of the can, and he'll eat the second half. He's very hungry today. I just gave the cats their breakfast, and there are no cats here. Simba just came down the stairs, but something spooked all of the cats. Like, while I was putting the food together, something spooked the cats, and they all went running upstairs. I have no idea what happened, and Simba just came down to eat his food. So what I'll probably do is just put his food on the floor, take the whole platter upstairs, and find the other cats. I just gave Stella and Boo their food in the living room, and I don't know where Splash is, so I picked up his plate of food, and Boo's not interested in eating. I don't have time for this morning, honestly. I'm running at least half an hour late right now. I had to open the crunchy container to attract Boo to his food, and then Simba came running upstairs, so now I have to pick him up and bring him back downstairs where his food is, or else he's going to try to eat Stella and Boo's. Okay, let me tell you what happened. So I'm in the kitchen trying to prepare my own breakfast when I heard like a strange noise coming from the hallway, and then I heard it again, and it sounded kind of like a hiss, just like a weird hiss. And I was like, what's going on? And I look, and Boo and Stella are having a standoff. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is that about? And Stella was definitely hissing at Boo. And then I remembered that I gave him the food in the living room. I'm just trying to do a million things to get myself ready for my day and get out of here. And so I walked in here, and Boo's plate was empty. The last time, a few minutes before that, Boo was still working on his food. So then I realized, oh, I know what's going on. Boo is mad at Stella because Stella ate all of his food. Because she'll do that. Like, if he walks away for like 2 seconds, she'll go and finish what's on his plate. So I just gave him like a half a tablespoon of crunchies, so that way he has something to eat. But yeah, that's what's going on. You know, these cats are not dumb. They have like relationship squabbles between each other. Like, if one wrongs another one, the other one will like get back at the other one. Like, they do that. So it could be that Boo was getting back at Stella because Stella ate all of his food, and I've seen that happen before. So that's what's going on this morning. It's 9:15 a.m. and I found Splash. He's under the bed. So I just gave him food. It is 4:12 p.m. and I want to document something that just happened with Splash. So Splash was laying in this round bed, which is on top of a cat condo near the windows in Boo's room. And Stella's laying in this one. She was laying in this one. And Splash was laying in this one, and Boo, I don't know, was wandering around the house, and Simba was pestering me for some dried sardines. So I'd been home for a little while. And I was looking for something, and I just happened to walk past this room, and I saw Stella and Splash were here. And I figured, let me walk up to Splash. Maybe I could pet him again, because this is exactly where I got to pet him last time when he was here in the window. So I walked up to him, and I started petting him, and he hissed at me, and he wasn't too happy, but eventually he just calmed down pretty quickly. And I just started petting him very slowly, very gently, like rubbing his cheeks and rubbing his chin. And he wasn't purring, but he seemed to be enjoying it. And I noticed that every now and then on his body, I would notice his body trembling. So he wasn't laying like this, but like if I was petting him here, like I would notice like trembling here. So I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on with him? Because that is what I've noticed with him in the past, like a few times where I've tried to hold him, instead of feeling like a normal cat, even like a cat that might be squirming a lot, he almost has like tremors. I want to call them like nervous tremors. That's what I think they are, because he usually doesn't have them. Like when he's not interacting with humans, he doesn't have it. He's fine around cats. But if he gets into a situation where he's stressed out, I've noticed that he has that. So like I was petting him like this, let's say, just like this. And then I would notice like there would be trembling here. So I started putting my left hand here while I was petting him with my right hand. And I wanted to see if that would help like calm him down a little bit. And it did, and it was fine. And I was petting him for probably like 10 or 15 minutes. It was quite a while. But then I started talking, and the minute I opened my mouth, then he like freaked out and kind of like ran to the next cat tower, and then kind of ran to the next room. But I just want to document the fact that I did get to pet Splash for quite a while today. I did notice like nervous tremors. I felt them. If I put my hand on him, like I would feel almost like a spasm. That's the best way I could describe it. It felt like a spasm, like a spasm accompanied by some tremors. And yeah, so that's what I noticed. I mean, I think it's progress for Splash. It's been twice now in like, what, a week that I've been able to pet him really well, that he lets me. I mean, he still kind of hisses a little bit, but then he gets over it. Right, Stella? Ditto, would you like some food? Here, come here. Come here. Don't run away. Come here. Here. Ditto, it's food, okay? Your cousin Boo likes it. Here, come here. Eat it. I'm giving Hydrox his food on his placemat. There's Hydrox. Ditto is a really nice cat, like a really nice cat. And if he allows himself to be socialized, he could be just like Boo. He could love living inside, completely love living inside. I don't have any room for him in my house, but he would make a really great house cat for someone. And look at his left ear. I mean, they really did a number on that. They took so much of the tip of his ear off. One of the issues that I have with tipping the ears is related to reflexology. If you've ever studied reflexology, you know that there are areas on the hands and the feet and the ears and the face that correspond to other parts of the body. So you can massage a certain area on your foot and it could be beneficial to, let's say, your kidneys or your liver or your gallbladder or something like that. The same is true for the ears. If you massage certain areas on your ears, it has a beneficial effect for other parts of the body. You could easily research a reflexology map of the ears, for example. Now, I have not been able to find a reflexology map of cats' ears yet, but I'm sure it exists, even if nobody has mapped it out yet. And that's why I have problems with tipping the ears like that, because it will generate health problems in other parts of the body. In addition to the circulatory system and the lymphatic system and the physical systems in the body, there's also energy systems in the body, and that's what acupuncture works on. Acupressure works on that. And, you know, there are energy meridians running all throughout our bodies, and when they get disturbed, whether through piercings or scar tissue or something like that, they can have negative effects on health. Tonight for dinner, the cats are trying this healthy by design chicken and whitefish dinner. It says no artificial fillers, artificial flavors, or preservatives, grain-free, natural cat food with added vitamins, minerals, and trace nutrients. Unfortunately, I don't remember where I bought this can, but we can go over the ingredients really quickly. We have chicken broth, chicken, poultry liver, whitefish, dried egg product, guar gum, potassium chloride, salt, minerals. Then it goes into all the minerals, vitamins, it goes into the vitamins. And then we have carrageenan, choline chloride, and taurine. So it is a basic healthy food for cats. It's mostly chicken. Whitefish is the fourth ingredient. This is what the food looks like after I've mixed in some homemade chicken broth. I like to add some extra liquid to it. It's not the most appetizing or appealing food, but I'm hoping the cats like it. So it looks like the cats like it, and Splash did what he usually does. He smelled it and walked away. So I'm going to go move it near where he is. There's Splash eating his food on the rug. He did eat all of his breakfast under the bed. I cleaned up a completely clean plate. So either he cleaned the plate or Stella or Simba found it and they cleaned it. Usually what happens is Simba will find it and then I'll hear him like licking it clean. And look what's going on here. Oh my gosh, Boo is like the first one done. He's so funny. When it comes to crunchies or canned food, he eats so fast. Thank you for watching this Lucky Ferals video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.